Well, blessed Tuesday to you as we come to you with your daily encouragement. And we are in Dietrich Bonhoeffer's Life Together, page 85. And he states, it is one of the particular difficulties of meditation that our thoughts are likely to wander and go their own way towards other persons or some events in our lives. Much as this may distress and shame us again and again, we must not lose heart and become anxious, or even conclude that meditation is not really something for us. When this happens, it often is a help not to snatch back our thoughts convulsively, but quite calmly to incorporate it into our prayer, the people, and the events which our thoughts keep straying, and thus, in practice, return to the starting point of our meditation. I agree completely with this. My thoughts wander in many ways. Although some people have said that I have a unique way of combining things, and a lot of times the things I combine have been from wandering thoughts, and I've been able to incorporate them again. But there is a point to saying you have your initial intention, and you try to kind of keep that as your red thread, so to speak, throughout the time that you're contemplating something. But it is okay to add on to the things that you're experiencing. Because in many ways, we're not living in a time where we're just simply pulled away from the circumstances of life, pulled away from this life only to contemplate in great attentiveness and great bliss. We always are coming to things in the midst of everything. In fact, that's what Christ did. He came in the midst of our life, in the midst of our ups and downs, in the midst of everything. He came, he dwelled, and he lives in this life. And so, in many ways, when we have wandering thoughts, they are a reminder that we live in this world. But yet, the theme of meditation is to remind ourselves that we belong to a world that is not yet here, a world yet to come. And that is where we had to strike that delicate balance. Now, I don't know what type of thoughts maybe intersperse into our meditation life. Sometimes they can be true distractions and keep us away from the things that God may be teaching. But I also appreciate what Dietrich Bonhoeffer talks about of incorporating them into our daily walk and just to be aware of them as much as we try to continue to think about the things that is calling us away to higher things that maybe are things that God wants us to think about. The more we are able to incorporate and to balance both of them in our lives, the more we, I think, really truly embody prayer. And that is, prayer is not just something that we escape to. Prayer is something that comes into us in the midst of life. Prayer is in life. Prayer and meditation are while we still have flesh, while we still have distractions, while we still have this world that can be leading us in different and various ways. But we're reminded that God has called us to be set apart in this world, and not just to be of this world. As we live as saint and sinner, as we live as Jesus calls us to, as both God and man, we live in between two worlds. And so meditation calls us to contemplate both worlds, both circumstances, both things in our life. God bless you today. We trust that these continue to be words of encouragement. Take care. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.